Well, we're getting ready to install a TKI belt drive on my 16 SKS 155. So far, all I've done really is prep the machine. I don't have the belt drive just yet, but we've got the exhaust off, all the panels are off, just so that we can get in there nice and easy. That's pretty much it. Based on the instructions, it looks like it's going to be a fairly simple install. First thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the brake caliper off the brake rotor, 1/2 inch wrench or socket. Dom's a great guy. If you have questions, if you run into issues in installing something, I found that Tom is a very good guy to deal with. So if you have questions and I can't answer them, if you buy it from us, give Tom a call and he'll be able to give you some pointers. Without getting too crazy, I took the side panels off, the hood, and the console. I just removed everything as far as the push darts, and then just ran a bungee strap to the other side of the sled to kind of hold it out of the way. It's a little bit quicker. I don't see the need to pull the whole console off. It definitely requires a little bit more effort. Take the rotor off. The sleeve right here, there's an O-ring underneath on the shaft, kind of to keep it in place. If you get a pair of needle nose pliers or something that you can kind of just sneak into that groove a little bit and pry up against the cover, it'll come off. See, there's the O-ring right there. It's just kind of a keeper. So here's the fun part. Polaris decided that, and I know Articat does this too, that you don't need a drain plug on the chain case. So basically the way to drain the fluid out of your chain case is to take the cover off and let the oil just kind of fall out. Pretty dumb in my opinion, but that's just the way it is, I guess. These so 10 millimeter socket, take out all the bolts and slowly pull the cover away and have something there to catch the oil, because it's just gonna drip. Glad I changed my chain case oil at the end of last season. It's fresh, never been ridden on, but that's all right. I'm gonna enjoy this belt drive, so just oozing out wherever it can get out. You don't want to damage this O-ring in case you want to put this back to stock, but we're going to take the O-ring off here of the shaft and put it in a safe place. I'm just using a flathead screwdriver here. If you got a pick, that works even better. I'm trying to do it one-handed because I'm videoing at the same time, so that I grabbed some paper towel, wiped out as much as I could down in the bottom there. You're going to want to take the tensioner off. You're going to reuse this bolt. Take the sleeve off. Pull the actual tensioner right out. And we're going to take that bottom bolt out right down there to get the bottom gear off, and then everything should slide out. So we got gears off, chains out, some residual. I bought a full can of brake clean specifically for this reason. Clean it all up. There we go, all cleaned up, ready to start installing the belt drive. They want you to put a little heat to both these screws right here. They're Torx, There's some glue in there, so they want you to put some heat to them to actually get them to loosen up the glue. Be careful not to get too close to your belly pan. Obviously you're going to melt it if you do, so a little bit of heat. Make sure there's nothing flammable inside here so that you don't catch your sled on fire. The Torx is a 40. Use a ratchet. Don't use your impact if you have one. There's a hardware kit, the belt tensioner. Pretty minimal. The big spacers are going to go in the holes that you just took those Torx screws out of, just like that. In the instructions it calls out Loctite. It doesn't say blue or red. I'm going to do blue. If I find out later that it's red, I'll pull them back out and put red in there. But it seems to me it's only to keep them from loosening up with vibration. I think blue will be fine. Hope you can see that. I put one spacer behind the 6mm, and then the two big ones that we talked about earlier are already inside there. Tighten these new bolts, 25 foot-pounds of torque. We're going to do the same here for the 6mm. That one's just 10 foot-pounds. One thing that wasn't clear in the instructions is after I got everything kind of put where it needed to go, I had two like washers, thick washers, this size and one this size. I got a call into Tom to clarify, but I assumed they're going here and here. If that's not the case, I will correct it, but for now I'm pretty sure that's where they go. So the top gear, I slid the bottom gear on, as you can see. The top gear, there's a supplied spacer that goes right here. And you slide the gear on. And then there's this spacer that goes like that, and then the brake rotor is going to go on there, tightened on, locked in place. I'm going to throw the belt on and adjust the belt, but we're almost done. I mean, it's a pretty simple process. It's a really nice kit, high quality product. Well, that's it. Put it back together. It was a simple kit to install. I can't wait to ride it, to be honest with you. Most people with basic hand tools would be able to do this kit on this particular sled. I've done one on a Cat, Pro Climb, a little more involved, but this kit went together perfect, so